Toward supporting Labour Party candidate. Also, opposition engaging in propaganda to discredit APC Adamu. 2023, 260 Enugu councillors pledge support to Ugwai PDP. Forgive us. PDP national leaders beg aggrieved members in Ekiti. Kenyan election. Atiku congratulates Ruto. Commends Odinga for closely fought contest. 2023 YPP campaign organization raises alarm over alleged framework plot. Just two more. They using you to catch cruise. Peter will be mocked after meeting Wike or Tom others. And the last one, at last, court sacks Onu, installs Okorie as authentic Ebonyi PDP chairman.
Right, Kenya decides Raila Odinga vows to challenge flawed election results in court. INEC names new rec for Akwa Ibom Cross River, makes other key appointments. Gunmen attack Imo markets, kill motorcyclist. Shekarau to make Tinubu as group malls ditching Kokonso's NNPP. Scotland now world's first country to offer period products free. We can adopt that in Nigeria, can we? Okay, another one here. How Kokonso's NNPP can win 2023 presidential election. Buba Galadima. There's an analysis here, the great crime of Marikana you find here also from Premium Times. Uzodima absolves Ebubiago of killings in Imo. COVID-19, American president's wife tests positive weeks after husband's case. Police spokesperson under fire for flouting traffic law. Police raid IPOP camp inside forest, exhume corpse of missing officer. Governors to meet Wednesday over economy. Insecurity orders. In 5 years, Nigeria records 14% reduction in child marriage. That's according to a report. And again, police intercept truck conveying motorcycles, persons to Oshun.
Right from the Punch newspaper, sanction indicted members, APC group urges professional bodies, PDP slams Adamu over eternity borrowing statement. Atiku, weakest men hold peace talks on Friday. 30 children, 144 Libya returnees arrive Nigeria. ASU federal government meeting deadlocked. Lecturers stage walkout. U.S. group opposes Benin bronzes return to Nigeria. Matawali bans motorcycles. Orders shoot on sight. Tinubu congratulates Kenya's president-elect. Federal government shops for new Auditor General among directors. Conservationists warn about imminent lions extinction. INEC redeploys Rex. Others. Imo donates 12 armored vehicles. Others to police. Lagos government trains 32 leadership academy and release. Just a few more from the Punch newspaper. Sanwo-Olu's wife advocates exclusive breastfeeding. Commercial motorcycles ban reduced accidents by 64%. Lagos. Buhari moves against malaria. Names Dangote council chair. NSCDC female squad to secure schools nationwide. ASU federal government meeting ends in deadlock.
All right, from Daily Trust newspaper, from the business side, Sarah Energy meeting as reps pro petrol subsidy. Zungeru Dam, federal government to provide security cover for speedy completion. Transporters plan massive rally for Tinubu. Beware of desperate politicians. Archbishop wants Nigerians. CBN raises interest rate on savings deposit to 30% of MPR. NDDC undermines Niger Delta governor's role over abandoned 1,700 projects. Diri. Still from Daily Trust, IU must resign. Bode George insists. Jos Catholic Archdiocese accepts Lalong's apology. 2,044 stranded Nigerians repatriated from Libya in 8 months. Let's see another one here. What Nigeria lost after Abuja-Kaduna train attack. Why we pioneered non-interest banking. Jay's bank chairman. My only agenda is to serve Nigerians. That's according to Atiku. And Niger Delta governor's role over 1,700 projects. I took that.
From the Vanguard now, let's look at this. Adamu says federal government can borrow till eternity. It will lead to disaster. NECA, Atiku, Labour Party, others. Strike again. Federal government ASU meeting end in deadlock. And your hard work critical for business reform to succeed. Oshimbajo tells states. Strike again. FGRSU meeting in deadlock. Major fight in BB Niger. Am I interested in that? Adam says federal government can borrow eternity. I think I'm done with all this news.
All right, from the Guardian newspaper, Nigerian paralifters will rule the world. Next Commonwealth Games, says Ezenwane. PDP crisis, you can't decide for a presidential candidate, says McCarthy. Insecurity worries over growing number of police escorts attached to VIPs and 19.6% inflation. More people become poor. Experts warn. Let me take two more before we go on our first break. Wealthy Nigerians, middle-class youth in web of Naira shortens. Do we still have the middle class?
I don't think so.
Okay, on that note, we take our first commercial break.
The hangout was lit. We should do this again. Wait, guys, let's take a picture. Everyone, get ready for a selfie. The category is melanin popping. Let's see. These pictures are dolo.
Here, use my Techno Spark 9.
Check this out.
Now, this is the real deal. Spark up your selfie with the new Techno Spark 9 series with a 32 MP HD selfie camera, 5000 mAh battery, 6.58 inches full HD plus screen. Say hello to the world of crispy, clear, and sharp selfies on a long-lasting battery and large memory to save them all. Buy any of the Techno Spark 9 smartphones to get an instant gift and enjoy 13 months device and 180 days broken screen warranty. You can also get your device with Easy Buy for a down payment as low as 22,999 naira. Hurry now. Visit the nearest authorized Techno outlet to get yours today. Techno, stop at nothing.
Waiting you sabi about the beautiful game. You there for the life and style. Fantasy leagues, bass goals, ginger and octo, breaking down the stats even to the MVPs, taking no L's and only for the W's. I beg, then Showmax Pro get news for you. Football season is back. Live, e-choke. Watch the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, anywhere on any screen. Mado. Stream the action from Super Sport live on Showmax Pro. Sign up at showmax.com.
ẹ̀kọ́ tó yè koro ní ìpínlẹ̀ ọjọ́ ọ̀la rere Dominion Aviation College àǹfààní aláìlẹ́gbẹ̀rẹ̀ fún gbogbo ènìyàn tó fẹ́ nímọ̀ kíkún lórí àwọn ètò ẹ̀kọ́ bíi air ticketing and reservation / GDS training, tourism, transport and travel management, software development and application development courses. Dominion Aviation College is the place to be. láàrin oṣù mẹ́fà péré ní àwọn ètò ẹ̀kọ́ wọ̀nyí. Admission requirements are awaiting result WAEC, GCE, NECO, ND, NCE, HND or BSc láti fi orúkọ sílẹ̀ fún àwọn ètò ẹ̀kọ́ bíi air ticketing and reservation / GDS training, tourism, transport and travel management. ẹ kàn sí ilé-ìwé Dominion Aviation College tó wà ní number 37 Oyinlola Street off Bolumole Ring Road, Challenge, Ìbàdàn. ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wọn 0814-730-6896 or WhatsApp 0813-148-2943. Visit www.dominionaviationcollege.com. Email dominionaviationcollege22@gmail.com.
Power oil, power oil. Bunga cooking oil, we get different sizes and different packs. Oh, power oil, power oil. The one way they sweet me na mini pack for 100 naira. Yeah. Power oil, power oil. Everywhere. Power oil, good for your heart. Power oil, cholesterol. Power oil, no trans fat. Power oil. And people who listen to your heart use power oil. Power oil, power oil. Power oil.
Big mommy, add that bokoto we go senior school. Put 2 roundabout. Anoint the package with that slim thick shaki and
Uncle, no vexo. Which teeth you want use eat all this orishi? That your teeth will be like where motor jam truck. You know they worry you again.
that one na before. All thanks to the new Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection.
That's right. The new Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection toothpaste gives you complete oral protection with fluoride and antibacterial zinc to keep your teeth strong, prevent tooth holes, and fight bacteria.
Please have to go buy my own new Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection toothpaste.
Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection for your important oral care needs. Available in a blue gel.
ṣé ò ní lọ ilé ìtajà láti rajà lónìí ni? A ó rajà. Kí ló dé tí ò tí ì múra? Ṣé ò lérò pé ó yẹ kí a tètè lọ kíákíá? Lọ sí ibo, ìwọ àti ta ni? Ayé mà ti dẹrùn. Ọjà rírà lórí Jumia ni mò ń sọ. Bóyá lo mọ̀ pé ìgbésí ayé tó rọrùn ni mò ń gbé. Látìgbà tí mo ti ń rajà lórí Jumia. Jẹ́ ìgbádùn ìrọ̀rùn àti ìgbádùn ríra ọjà bí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀, àwọn ohun èlò ẹ̀lẹ́tíríkì, àwọn ohun ìṣaralọ́ṣọ̀ọ́ àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára Jumia. O lè dá ọjà tí o rà padà láàrin ọjọ́ 7 péré bí kò bá dára tó. Ọ̀fẹ́ ni èyí o. Ra gbogbo ohun tí o nílò lórí Jumia lónìí. Pẹ̀lú Jumia, ọjà rírà lójoojúmọ́ di ìrọ̀rùn gbà.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
FM 94.9 Breakdown Newspaper Review. I am OLUTAYO. OGUNADE.
My name is DELE ADEYANJU.
We have Austin Idumo in the studio. Good morning, Austin.
Good morning, Tayo. And DELE, good morning.
Morning, Austin.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take the first story here, and it's from the Punch newspaper. The headline is, let's see, PDP slams Adamu over eternity borrowing statements. The PDP has knocked the national chairman of the APC, Abdullahi Adamu, for saying the federal government can borrow from here till eternity. And PDP spokesman Debo Ologunagba said it is highly irresponsible for the party leaders to justify the loans which he said was for consumption. And we've been borrowing in the country. We've been on the spree of borrowing for so long.
Yes, not only is that statement irresponsible, it's also very insensitive and reckless. Human life itself is not unlimited. So human life is not in eternity. So you can't say by fiat that the government can borrow for eternity for all you care. Because you now belong to the ruling party. I think it's really uncalled for. What we need to look at is, do we need to borrow? Of course, yes. What do we borrow for? We are supposed to borrow for critical sector of the economy. If we borrow to finance infrastructure, of course, that is a plus, especially infrastructures that are viable, that has the lifespan and the capacity economically to be able to repay itself, because you can't build something on nothing. We have huge infrastructural deficit in the country, but over time we have found out that the government has been borrowing to service consumption. Even before this administration, that has been the case, and under this administration, the trend continue. In short, in a large scale, in a monumental scale.
Let's look at it this way. Why is it very easy for people to criticize the serving government when they are at the opposition, but when they have the tools to work and correct whatever they have criticized, then it becomes so worse?
Yes, it's an act of incompetence because these people, most of the time when they are in opposition, we see them, the masses tend to see them as the answer, the solution to the problem. But when they get into government, they now suddenly realize that Rome is not built in a day, and they begin to do all kind of trial and error.
Could it be because they don't have access to facts, figures, and some inside secrets in governance?
Most of them don't have access to facts and figures. They don't also have access to how the government run. But however, if you talk about the issue of borrowing, I think commonsensically speaking, the government borrowing is becoming very unsustainable. That's the truth. Because before you look at the rate of borrowing of the government, you have to look at some critical factors, especially the economy indices. What has the government been borrowing for? I said earlier that it is not entirely wrong to borrow funds, especially to kickstart the development of a nation through infrastructural development and what have you. But over time, even the new acting accountant general of the federation have come out to say that we borrow to pay salary. There are states even across the federation that borrow to pay salary. This is financing consumption that at the end of the day will not be able to. Nigerian scenario has gotten to a level where we even borrow money to service debt. We borrow money to service debt, and the amount we pay on debt is far beyond the revenue of the federal government.
At the moment,
so
the
where do we
nation's
go
external
from here?
debt is currently 41.60 trillion naira.
So how do we sustain that as a country? Deep down in our heart, we know we can't sustain this. Even Adamu knows that this is not sustainable. Adamu only made that statement unpatriotically because he's the national chairman of the ruling party. So those in government, the finance minister have come out because our own debts analysis across the globe has been termed as something that is posing existential threats. You know, that word existence means that this thing is threatening the corporate existence of the country.
The entity called Nigeria.
The entity called Nigeria, which means that if care is not taken, those finance institutions can decide to take over any asset they deem fit in Nigeria in the case of a proper default.
So we need creative leadership.
We need creative leadership that can bring on innovative idea, creative idea, think outside the box. How do we ensure that at the end of the day things get some proper?
Does that mean that before we get some relief of these debts, Nigerians may likely suffer for a bit to get to where we are going to?
Of course, that is the state we are. Nigerians are suffering.
But we're suffering over nothing at the moment.
That is the issue. That is why we say Adamu's statement is not only uncalled for, but also very reckless.
The governors are meeting today over the state of the nation's economy, insecurity, and health care, among others. Now, we spoke about doctors, exiting the country to other parts of the world, for greener pastures. And this is, we are hoping that a time will not come in this same country when people want to access basic health care with their money, and there won't be any doctor or medical professional to attend to them.
Of course, it's a clarion call now. Let the government do whatever they can do. As far as I'm concerned, the meeting of the governor is another gathering that may not be productive at the end of the day, because the governor largely also contributed to the mess we found ourselves today. Some of them are they faring in their various states. It's always very easy, especially when you are in the opposition, to criticize the federal government. Some of these governors, what are they doing in their state? Some of them are also having heavy debt burden in their various states with little or nothing to show for it at the end of the day. When you borrow money, finance projects that are sustainable, finance projects that are people's oriented. That is what we are talking about. So the issue of brain drain, people migrating out of the country, the trend will continue.
In fact, the enemy has just warned that
the enemy just warned
Nigeria may import doctors
in the nearest future.
But is there a way we can benefit from the are we going to call it exportation of our medical professionals now? I know if you look at a country like Cuba, they made so much money from exporting their health professionals. We've used a lot of monies to train these people, but we are not sending them as a country. They are going on their own, and so it seems nothing is coming.
I was coming there, not as if we spend a lot of money to train them. These people spend a lot of money on their personal training. You understand? So practically, there is nothing in it for us. The only thing in it for us is repatriation of foreign exchange. You understand? Repatriation of forests. That's the only thing. And that repatriation does not directly add to the government. It adds to family members, friends, and associates in the country. So what we can do to stop them, because Cuba at that time were having excess. That is why they've been able to meet local need. That is the primary purpose of exports. Exportation of goods and services. You are not supposed to produce what you will eat and export it. What will you then eat? You only think of export when substantially you have been able to meet up with local consumption in terms of production and services. That is what we are talking about. But the Nigerian context is that people are running for the fear of their life. They are running as a result of insecurity. They are running as a result of hostile economic and political environment in the country. That is why they are migrating out of the country. It is not as if there is something in it for Nigeria as a country.
It's not about medical practitioners alone. It's about our ICT people. They are moving away from this country, and I hope that one day we won't use money to buy
bring them back into the country, and that is going to be at a very high cost.
Settling down in Australia and faraway countries, and they are running things from there
where they are needed, because the Nigerian current situation does not really need these people.
Nigerians have also expressed worries over the growing number of orderlies and escorts attached to private businessmen, political appointees, actresses, and even their children for security protection at the expense of the citizens.
Yes, it is the political class, the ruling class, that will create the crime, and at the end of the day want to fight the same crime that they have created. It is going to be like that. Election, we are in the build up to a national election. So the average Nigerian will be most vulnerable at this time because no iota of protection, no iota of security. So security in Nigeria today is also a matter of the highest bidder. Just like if you don't have money, you can go hungry for all the government cares. Nobody wants to know. You understand? So that is the way it works. For those who really can afford it, they want to provide serious security for their household. As a result of issue of kidnapping, armed robbery, banditry, terrorism.
But Austin, how many times
how can the country go like this?
IG instructed all the police officers attached to these people to leave those handbag duties and report back to base? How many times?
They were deployed. They need to be redeployed. It is not just order from Abuja by Fiat and say leave handbag duty. Do you know how much they are being paid? Do you know how much they are being paid?
No. Do you know how much an officer pays to be deployed
to some of these appointments? I have seen a particular person before, an MD of a multinational company in Nigeria. He has 30 mopo. 30 mopo. I will be having a program by next month. You know, we just needed few security people to be on ground. What I was told, I think I can't say it on air. You understand? You need money. Because you think that people are coming from Lagos, people are coming from outside the country, and what they are shouting is, they kidnap in Nigeria, I don't want to be kidnapped. What do you then do? You provide armed security for them, and that costs a lot of money. So it is not just for kickback goes to Abuja too. That's the truth.
Now we have.
So it's not something you just wake up and say you dismantle.
The police personnel, they are deranking and dismissing officers, and Nigerians are saying that it shouldn't be. Officers should not be dismissed. They should be given lesser punishments and all that. Now it's a war of words, especially on social media.
Yes, whether officers should be dismissed or not, there are code of conduct in every organization, including the Nigerian Police Force. If they have committed act that warrant summary dismissal, so be it. But when you are dismissing them summarily, don't forget they have also been trained in weapon handling. So that could also be counterproductive to the society at large, because some of the fighters that are fighting against the country, that are taking up arms against the country, they are trained fighters. They know how to handle these arms and ammunition. You can't just call somebody. I don't think any of us here can handle AK-47 because we don't know how it works. But some of them have been trained to handle that. And at the end of the day, if their job is suddenly taken off, they will go into the society and recover.
Most of these people, they do all these things brutally because they have orders from above, from somebody we do not know. So they use any means to get these things done. You said the report to Abuja, and it's common knowledge.
Of course, it's common knowledge. And not this on special duties, VIP duties. How would the IGP enforce that a police officer or a mobile police officer will not be in the convoy of a governor?
From what we got to know, some of them pay as much as 250,000, 400,000 to get such placement.
Yes.
Yeah.
To be deployed to such sensitive and high-paying duties. That's just the truth. If we want to look at it properly, we have to overhaul the entire system, and that has to border on recruitment process, have to go on with weapon. It has to also go on with the issue of welfare and accommodation too, and maybe a life pension. What is in need today for an average Nigerian police officer, especially when they pay the supreme sacrifice by dying in line of duty? Have you not seen before that police officer will contribute money to bury a colleague? So where do they go from there? So they look for money. They are like revenue generating agency, and that is the way it works. So the issue of IGP, don't follow VIP again. Did they just wake up one morning and start following this VIP?
Somebody once said that the police service should be made a revenue generating agency. So if you are arrested, Kuku pay fine, then let's know that the money is going
DELE. I'm one of those advocates that say police, they are generating revenue, but the money is not going to the coffers of the government.
It's entering into private pockets.
So let's look at the issue of their welfare, bring in global best practice, let them generate revenue. It's only in Nigeria that you find police officers, they will hide somewhere where you are not supposed to park. When you have committed the crime, they will suddenly bust on you. go to London. It's not like that. They will even be directing you. Please don't keep moving. You understand? If you violate traffic, for example, the London police will charge you, and at the end of the day, you pay certain fine if you are not going to be in prison.
What about private security? We are not looking at private security.
Yes. See, if we also look at private security, let's look at it from the Nigerian context. All of these people, these police that we are talking about today, they are first of all Nigerian. They are a product of the system. They didn't fall from the sky. So no individual can outrun the system in terms of excellent duty. That's just the truth.
Are you saying that Tinubu, Peter Obi, Atiku, they are the product of the Nigerian system, so we should not expect anything different from them?
See, OLUTAYO, do not expect anything different from them. That's just the truth. They are coming in. Let's hope that
what is the way out? Let's
hope that things get better. I told you the other time, I said there is no Messiah.
Do we get an expatriate to run the country
anywhere? We might not
Maybe
get expatriate. Let us look at our leadership. Let us look at our leadership recruitment process. You know, look at the election in Kenya. A president who has served for 10 years anointed a candidate, and that candidate lost in an election. That is what we want to see. Until we get to that level where when powerful people, quote and unquote, most powerful people endorse a candidate, and the people, the masses will say, no, we don't want this particular candidate. Where the masses will have a voice, power must come back to the people.
How can the Nigerian people wrest power from these powerful people that are holding us to ransom?
See, first of all, more participation. That is why I'm delighted that there is more participation towards the 2023 general election. We must participate in the process. The era of watching it on the social media, I do not care what happened, the era is gradually going. And we also need to work on our electoral process, which INEC has put some system in place through technological innovation to ensure that vote counts. By the time we put all of this together, of course, Nigeria will mobilize, and at the end of the day, we will ensure that whoever we decide to vote for, that person will carry the day through popular mandate. The most popular from among the people should emerge. Let's look at how these individuals emerge from their primary. We have some primary issues that are still pending today. People are agreeing within their some are making it open, like that of the PDP. Wike is making it open. I am angry. A lot of candidates, a lot of aspirants in the APC, they are aggrieved, but they are not speaking out. So does it means that at the level of eternal democracy, primary level, the best was not allowed to emerge. And if we miss it at that level, that will go into the national election. The people will have a narrow choice. It will now be between the devil and the deep blue sea. 2015, we said it was a choice between the devil and the deep blue sea. 2019, it was a narrow choice. 2023 is here again. We are still faced with the same old brigade politicians that we have. When can we be free from this?
We need to go on a break. So as it stands now, President Buhari and his team, they are not interested in opening our universities and getting the students back to school.
Of course, they are not interested at all.
What do you call Boko Haram?
Well, it's a product of lack of education for some people, socio-economic problem, and this is what we are still cutting. The government
are
has
we
not changed.
stylishly saying that Western education is a taboo actually in Nigeria?
Of course, that is what Boko Haram is saying. The government is joining Boko Haram to say that, because for schools to be shut for 6 months, over 6 months now, 180 days as at Friday.
See, a year is gone from what we've seen now.
A year is gone. A session out of the academic calendar is gone.
We need professional pictures of the birthday girl. Beautiful. Hey, smile for the camera. Hold on, I have an idea. Everyone, put on your phone torchlight. Here, take my Camon 19 Pro. It works great for portraits in low light.
Yo, these portraits are clear.
I told you, this is the Every Moment Portrait Master.
That's right. The new Techno Camon 19 series, running on the latest Android OS with Google Apps, is your Every Moment Portrait Master. With its 64MP Bright Night triple portrait camera, the Camon 19 is designed to give you perfect natural tone portrait photos, whether in low light or daytime. Buy any of the Techno Camon 19 smartphones to get an instant gift gift and enjoy up to 24 months device and 100 days broken screen warranty. Purchase your device with Easy Buy for a down payment as low as 30%. Hurry now. Visit the nearest authorized Techno outlet to get yours today. Techno, stop at nothing.
Get up and go, 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 go. With Countdown Choco, go, go, go. Get up and get up and go. No matter what you gotta do, do it. Countdown Choco, like the rich plus iron for vitality. Get up and go. Stay strong, save the world, take action. Get up and go.
Cowbell chocolate with Vita-Rich plus iron.
Cowbell, I wanna look. Waiting you sabi about the beautiful game. You there for the life and style. Fantasy leagues, basketballs, ginger and OGUNADE. Breaking down the stats even to the MVPs. Taking no L's and only for the W's. I beg. Then Showmax Pro get news for you. Football season is back. Live, e-choke. Watch the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A. Anywhere on any screen. Mado. Stream the action from Super Sport. Live on Showmax Pro. Sign up at showmax.com.
Tolu, báwo ni ìrìnàjò ẹ̀? Ilẹ̀ Haúsá dùn. Mo jẹ oúnjẹ kan tó ń pè ní dambu ìṣèkáfá níbẹ̀. Ọ̀rẹ́, adùn àti tasọ́sán èlò lárinrin.
Oúnjẹ ti délẹ̀ o.
Láìdé, oúnjẹ yẹn náà ló ṣe. Ó tún dùn jù yẹn lọ. Báwo ló ṣe sè é? Ìsebẹ̀ ọ̀ngà. Òun ni ìsebẹ̀ tó nílò fádùn àti tasọ́sán tó lélẹ̀. Dùn àwọn tó fẹ́ràn nínú pẹ̀lú oúnjẹ aládùn nínú ilé rẹ̀.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Big mommy, add that bokoto wey go senior school. Put 2 roundabout. Anoint the package with that slim thick shaki and
Uncle, no vex o. Which teeth you wan use eat all this orishi? That your teeth wey be like where motor jam truck. E no dey worry you again.
That one na before. All thanks to the new Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection.
That's right. The new Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection toothpaste gives you complete oral protection with fluoride and antibacterial zinc to keep your teeth strong, prevent tooth holes, and fight bacteria.
Please have to go buy my own new Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection toothpaste.
Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection for your important oral care needs. Available in a blue gel.
Power oil, power oil. Bunga cooking oil, we get different sizes and different packs. Oh, power oil, power oil. The one way they sweet me na mini pack for 100 naira. Yeah. Power oil, power oil. They everywhere. Power oil, good for your heart. Power oil, cholesterol. Power oil, no trans fat. Power oil. And people who listen to your heart use power oil. Power oil, power oil. Power oil.
Welcome back. 32 FM 94.9. Breakdown newspaper review. The lines are open. 0705 5000 949 0906 2009 and 0809 7000 949.
Right, we have comments on Facebook this morning.
Nigeria inflation rate is caused by many things. One of the major reasons is the increase in business tax. Okay. Let's move to other comment here. I know the meat can never be what?
I know the meat will never be successful.
Oh, we're talking about ASU FG meat.
This is the first meeting between ASU and the federal government after enough is enough slogan. It is expected, which is deadlock. We will move to the next phase after a series of meetings. Professor Gambari already met ASU before now pleading to ASU to return to work while negotiation continues. Probably he is maintaining the stand with which ASU will not buy into that. That's from Professor Kedron Obatunde. He is a stakeholder, so when you're right. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Austin, good morning. And Eddie, good morning. This is okay. Austin, you just brought the word out of my mouth. There was a time I called on this issue and I was called all kind of things. I said, this government let me use the word Boko Haram. And what is Boko Haram? Education is a taboo. So I actually feel, looking at what is happening and the way they are handling it, you now begin to wonder, do they really believe in education? I asked this question because yesterday again there was a meeting, though I have not got any facts from my senior colleagues there. But there is a question I want to ask. Tayo, we have an agreement with somebody and we are on our way to Lagos. I have a disagreement with the person. Now I got to Mowe. You are now telling me to come back to Ibadan to come and start discussing. This is over 6 months now. Now they are calling. This is what they should have done earlier, not now. Our children, I have 2 lovely children in the ivory tower. That's why, and if we look at issue, I would like us to take away sentiments. Some we think as parents, others would also think, but I think we should really look at it this way. If we ask ASU to go back, and within 2-3 months, they return back to strike, will they not be starting from the beginning again? Good morning.
Thank you, okay, for that. 009 7000 949 0705 5000 949. The pain of a parent looking at their children. I feel they do believe in education, and that is why they send theirs abroad.
Not the Nigerian type of education.
Oh, yeah?
They bastardize the system.
Hello, Dele and Nestle.
Morning.
Good morning. This is from Oyo.
You're welcome.
My take is this morning. It's very unfortunate that our professionals are leaving this country. It's very, very unfortunate. But I want to, when I also said, our medical doctors, we are paid for their education. They did not pay for their education. How much are they paying in public university for as medical doctors? In last time, you know how much we are paying. When they are doing their residency, it is the government, state and federal government that pay for that. It is only Nigeria that government pay for their residency. They should go and look at the contract they are signing. Any doctor that the state government or federal government pay for their residency, they should work for that state or federal government for at least 5 years before they leave. They should sign that bond. Have a nice time.
Thank you. I totally agree with him. That was what I was trying to say the other time, Austin Idumo. Nigeria is at loss. We spend so much, but we are not. Nigeria is like the handlers are bad business people.
We stand to benefit nothing.
Bad business people. You invest so much and yet you can harvest from where you invest.
You know, it's also the scenario with ASU.
If I pay so much for you, you should sign a pact with me.
A union that you know whether or not they go on strike or if they close the school for a year, they will still be paid. Why allowing them to go on strike in the first instance? So that we are losing so much also shows that the government is not serious.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
All right, 08097,949, 07055,949. Those are the numbers to call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, let's keep the calls coming. Of course, we can still take more messages on Facebook this morning. But here's another general sent a message. Let's see if we can read it out. Yes, it makes only sense. It only makes sense. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm going to the country, thank you. That what happened in Kenya happens here in Nigeria. Why the president Guru supported the leader and a lot of Kenyans, majority of Kenyans rejected the leader school and then voted for the man of the people. Can it happen in Nigeria here? Where Nigeria that we vote the base of region and the ethnic interest. You see, this government has not been able to see the need in education and national development. That is why ASU federal government has linked that to today. Unfortunately, APC Cardinal Program has published in Nation newspaper Monday 19th May August 2013. So the 13th therein, how free education as its Cardinal Program. I saw that in 2000 and in this national newspaper, India number 5. That document was signed by Elijah Mohammed. Yet, what is the situation we find ourselves when we talk of education in this country? This administration is deficit in credibility, deficit in honesty, deficit in honor, deficit in truth. The only thing it has in stock is to say something else and do something else. I'm John Njoko. Thank you.
Thank you, John. John is angry. Well, let's say instead of borrowing endlessly, the government should focus more effort in human capital enhancement and give people small loans to build businesses while also enhancing our educational sector. People will be surprised how many people could start businesses with just medium and low-cost loans. Hello, good morning. That's from OLUTAYO.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, from Ibadan. After the federal government met after 6 months and it ended in deadlock. It's very depressing being in Nigeria right now, honestly. People are usually blame us too that their demands are unrealistic, especially the UTAL versus IPPIS story. But the federal government saying there is no money to meet access demand is totally illogical. These people, even if they stay at home for 2 years, the day they call off this strike, you will still pay them. I don't understand why the federal government is bent on spending on everything but the education sector. Right now, it's only logical for them to compete to us just for the sake of the students. Good morning.
Thank you for that, Balkis. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Please turn down the volume on your radio.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name, please?
First, I thank God for your analysis this morning. They're all logical and comprehensive. God bless all of you. You see, we discussed the issue of medical doctors leaving the country. Not only medical doctors, responsible are leaving, and other professionals. Even artisans. Most Nigerians, if that's their way, they leave this country empty. Because all of us are going through harsh economic environment. I've seen a PR from one university, Professor Registrar, which has faster, but cannot even feed himself. He left the country for another country, greener pasture. It's a very bad indicator. It has become a worst case scenario. It's a pity. So, whatever I look at university now, so the most working universities environment are happy. That is what the matter is. They look at where they ended it up. I don't know. It's highly unfortunate. Right. I pray that God should help this Nigeria. Most people, if that's their way, they will leave.
All right, thank you. Boluwatife Ademiju writes on Facebook, there are many sectors which could be looked into to promote our economy rather than practicing mono economy. Diversification is the major way out of this economy. We have agriculture, which could fetch the nation a lot, but the federal government lacks substantial blueprint to rationalize, and I believe until our government look into other sectors to boost the economy, Nigeria will keep borrowing.
Joel Atilade Gbadigeshin wrote, Nigeria is in a coma. If these people love us, why would they go on borrowing? Love? I think they are in business.
Yes, they are in business. They are businessmen. You know the amount they spend on campaigns. So
Kedro Abatunde, is bill and other services provided by police actually free?
No.
About that
Hello?
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 Can we do 30 seconds?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Allah is my name. I'm calling from Ibadan.
Allah, 30 seconds, please.
When you are discussing, someone called and said that the Nigerian government has spent so much on the doctors. But I want to ask, what's the essence of the money that the government spent on these people and they don't know the value of that thing? And at the end of the day, the government is allowing the doctors to be rotting away.
All right, thank you for your time with us. My name is DELE ADEYANJU. Thank you, Austin, for coming.
Thank you.
OLUTAYO OGUNADE. Have a great day.
Average Naija adults get 32 sets of teeth now. We dey here to make you shine am well. We be 32 FM 94.9.